I married up, not for money, but because I loved her. I was middle class. She was born into everything others only dreamed of: designer mornings, weekend yachts, a family name that opened doors. At first it felt like a fairy tale until the little things started to smell wrong. She shrugged off promises, made jokes about boredom, and treated me like a prop at parties. Then I saw her real side: petty, spoiled, laughing with a man at an exclusive club while I stood on the sidewalk pretending not to notice. I could have exploded. Instead, I chose quiet. I learned their rhythms. I watched how she hid messages behind charity invites and how she used family events as cover. I didn't want to humiliate her. I wanted truth and dignity for myself. So I did something simple and polite. I asked her father for a small favor, saying only that I needed an honest conversation about marriage and respect. He surprised me by inviting me to his study and listening. Not as a judge, but as a man who'd watched his daughter grow into someone fragile and reckless. I showed him what I had found: messages, dates, a pattern. He didn't yell, he sighed, and in that pause I knew he understood more than anyone else ever had. The next evening, at a quiet family dinner he hosted, I stood and spoke without drama. I thanked him for welcoming me into the family. I said I believe marriage deserves loyalty, and then calmly, I told the short truth, that I had found evidence she had betrayed our vows. The room held its breath. She flushed, tried to laugh it off, but her father's hand found my shoulder. He stood up, looked at his daughter with a hard, steady kindness, and said, "If that's true, I will not defend betrayal." The spoiled smile slipped from her face as she realized the man who had everything chosen to side with the one who had shown him honor. I left that night with no shouting, no spectacle, only a quiet dignity, and the knowledge that sometimes the best revenge is simply being the kind of person your enemies can't argue with.